When I was 6 years old, my teacher, who was a Catholic nun, called in my mother, who was Catholic as well, and told her, "I'm going to commit a mortal sin." And my mother said, "What do you mean you're going to commit a mortal sin?" And Mother St. Anthony said, "I'm going to forge Claudio's mark so he can graduate from grade 1 to grade 2. Otherwise, I'm going to have to fail him. But what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to get him tested at the Montreal Children's Hospital." So I went to the Montreal Children's Hospital and they did some tests on me, and they found out that I was very hard of hearing. I spent the next several years going to a speech therapy program after school for 3 or 4 years, which enabled me to learn how to speak more clearly and understand people and do some lip reading. So that was an incredible intervention at a very young age. I graduated in high school, second highest in the province of Quebec. I was the valedictorian speaker for the graduation ceremony, so I was very happy with that phase of my life. Unfortunately, my father died during that period when I was 15 years old, and that caused a lot of difficulty for the family because we had very little money. Luckily, I received a scholarship from McGill University to go to engineering at McGill. And when I attended the first semester, my marks started plummeting. And the bursary office that gave me the scholarship called me in and said, "Claudio, what's the problem? You had great marks, you came in here, you were a wonderful student in high school, but you seem to be struggling." And I said, "Yes, I am. The classes are big, the acoustics are terrible, and the professors, many of them mumble, and they talk to the blackboard." So they said, "What do you need?" I said, "I think I need hearing aids, but we can't afford it." And they said, "Give us 2 weeks and then come back." So I went back after 2 weeks, and the bursary office gave me an additional check for $500, which allowed me to buy 2 hearing aids. And it made an enormous difference. My marks went up, and I graduated 4 years later with an honors degree in engineering from McGill University. After I graduated, I had a very successful business career. I was helped by a lot of people, but I worked hard as well. And I retired a few years ago as the president and CEO of Canada's largest pharmaceutical distribution company. Imagine if I had failed grade 1. I would have been labeled immediately as a slow learner, and my life would have taken a totally different track. Because I was helped at that point in time, and I was able to do well with some hard work and help from people, it just made a big difference. And because of that, I've always had this philosophy that it's very important to give back. I helped to found Worldwide Hearing Foundation International for the express purpose of helping children and young adults in developing countries with their hearing problems by giving them access to hearing aids and follow-up services. We were recently in Guatemala, where we tested nearly 1,400 children for hearing loss, and it was just incredible. You know, when I look back on that experience, I just found it magical. I mean, the excitement of these children and the possibility to help some of them really made myself and my team really happy. Hearing aids are magical. The right hearing aids on the right person can transform them and make them a very productive member of society and make them happy with their family and friends.